Hello, welcome back to Gamer Muscle videos where we're live, and of course we're playing Project Cars 2 because that's what we've been playing for the last 2 weeks as if it's some weird addiction. Now, we're going to just be doing a short stream tonight, probably end up finishing round about 9 PM, maybe half 8, I don't know, but it's not going to be a long one, it's just going to be a chilled out one, and we're just going to get some races in with subscribers. Still on the old peer-to-peer, dedicated servers seem to be a bit funky at the moment still, but you know, I'm sure it'll come together eventually. So you know the routine. Hello Zero Skill, hello Sam Newman, hello Borma blah 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 blah, hello King Grey, hello UK Sim Racer, Danzo, Jasper Soren, Finn Barley, everyone else that's joined the stream. The kids are awake again. Lock them in the cupboard. You know, make sure it's soundproofed. Lock them in the cupboard. I won't call child protection, it's perfectly fine. Nobody knows, apart from the 10 people watching at the moment. It's a secret. Shh. So we're going to get the server set up, and we'll be off. First of all, is my wheel turned on? Yes, my wheel's turned on. That's always a good start point. The interesting thing with direct drive wheels, you do have to actually turn them on. And you turn a direct drive wheel on by giving it a little caress. And it is then ready. So we've got the game up. Here we go. Hi wheelchair dude. Hi Raul Canario, Danzo, everyone else. Adam Mitchell. Hello, welcome back. Thanks for coming along. This music's rather upbeat. It's not very British. We need more miserable music here. Mr. TomTom, yeah, I just read it before I went live. I think that could be a good idea. What TomTom suggested was having a lobby where in Discord, so you can have people's voices in the race. It might be a bit of a nightmare to organise and get it to work when we change stuff over from event to event and stuff, but it could be a good idea. Definitely something we'll look into doing, I think. Especially when we've got the old VRs going on. But for now, we're just going to keep it rustic, like a medieval loaf of bread. Rustic and simple. Let's create an online race. We're going to be driving the oldies. Actually, before I create the online race, I'm going to make sure I've got my automatic shifter set on. Hi, Dragos Vibe. Pez boy. Controls, right. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, there we go. I need it on automatic clutch because I'm being lazy. I don't want to move my hands, it's too much work. I'm just going to hold on to the wheel at the bottom. Why is the camera so low? You bring me up as high as I can go. There we go. Let's create an event then. That's all I need to do there. No, don't want to leave the game. Peer-to-peer in it. You know the routine. Servers Gamer Muscle. Hi Stefanos, I'm alright. Password is T. SMS help me fix my dedicated server. Might be able to help you fix... Oh, hang on. Change host port. Oh. Okay, well... I'll do that tomorrow because otherwise it's the kind of thing where it might take 2 minutes, it might take an hour. So we'll do that tomorrow. That's a good idea. Thanks for letting me know. Can you pop that in? Can you pop that in the chat on Discord so it reminds me? It's too much, but it's too much stress. Fortunately, the peer-to-peer servers work pretty well for the most part. So, the thing with a dedicated server is it should just allow us to have 35 people, so more people will be able to get in. So that's the main reason for doing it. Trying to watch the stream and qualify. Oh dear. Let's get rid of the snow. Let's put some sunshine on. It feels like winter now in the UK, so we're going to compensate by making it nice and sunny. Session start time 2, there we go. Qualifying. We can have it cloudy for quali, why not? I'm going to keep with this old vehicle because it's the Ford Escort. I shall go change to the race Ford Escort, not the Rallycross one for this one. So yeah, servers, Gamer Muscle, password is T. See if you can get in. I think that's right. Yeah, we should be able to join. Oh, we've got the ranking on as well actually. We'll probably well, we'll have a look. Let's see. I've got it set to. Hello Jacob Carspotter, welcome back. It's on D rank, so we'll see who can get in. If more people need inviting in, well, we'll fix that. I think I might have found the playlist on the Epidemic Sound that's not ear-destructive music. Hopefully. I want to go for the Dreamcast MSR Racing background music vibe. That's where it is in my opinion. when it comes to racing music, MSR, it's that kind of Japanese choice of music that Japanese people tend to put in the racing games. Like GTR as well. Gran Turismo had really good background music. Zero skill, you need to get your ranking up. As I say, tonight's only going to be a short stream. Just a short one. So, we're going to try and pile through the races here. And my rank's gone up to B. Did I just notice that? How did that happen after that? After the puddle race, the last race we had yesterday, we were all over the place, took 3 people out. I think Slightly Mad Studios are editing the database for us. Password is T in capitals. Tango, Echo, Alpha. Just a short one, Game Muscle. Don't want to miss EastEnders. Da, 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 da. Every single episode's an argument. Who is having a baby tonight? So, every single one. I've never watched EastEnders. Closest thing I've watched to EastEnders is what is it? Is it the guy that does Phil Mitchell? Did the documentaries and stuff? I think it's him. How come short and good get along together? And it's I always contradict myself. That's just how it is. Heard about Las Vegas shooting. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I think the thing is, the Americans always have to try and outdo the British at everything. When we have a terrorist attack, it's a van into a couple of people. You know, maybe some people stabbed, and that, you know, that's like organised terrorism. America, they just have a guy with a machine gun out of a window. You know, they always have to try and outdo the British. Big McDonald's meals, bigger Big Macs, bigger serving proportions, bigger cars, men with machine guns out of windows. Rather depressing. But, you know, what can you do? It'd be nice if the media didn't plaster the guy's face all over the place and maybe made it less desirable for maniacs to want to do it. That'd be nice, but, you know, the dentist is gone. Made it to E-class. Well done. It's quite the gun thing's quite complicated though. Credit McDaddy. The thing is, I can understand people wanting guns in America in some ways, and you look at countries like, I think it's Finland, people can get guns, and in Canada people have guns. It's a very country specific thing. So yeah, certainly in England it's very hard to get guns, but England's never had guns because we've always been repressed by the government. To, you know, we're not allowed to go outside without filling out some forms. You can't even buy shoes in the UK without filling out a safety form. You know, you have to go to a shoe size filing office, fill out a 2,000-word essay, and then you might get a license to buy some shoes in the size that you want. So, yeah, it's very complicated in many ways. But yeah, it's I think it's in Finland everyone has guns. I'm going to put the safety rating down so more people can join. And then if it's a crash disaster, we'll turn it up. Well, I think what's a shame in UK with the gun laws is that I really like the idea of shooting as a sport, not shooting people, but you know, clay shooting and stuff. But it's really, a lot of the clubs are shut down, and it's really hard to. You have to register as a club member and everything, and just to do it as a sport, not owning a gun, but going to a place that has them in the UK is really hard. And I think that's a shame. I think it'd be nice if they supported that more, or that wasn't restricted so much. I'll put it to E. You just do more races without driving into people, Andrew McCormick. I don't know what the regulations are like, Rapster, in the UK. I was making a funny. But I know you can't get a gun easily in the UK. There aren't many guns. I don't know where it is in Europe. There are a couple of countries in Europe where you can get guns easily, but as I say, it is a complicated it is a complicated issue. It's a divisive issue. Maybe we should think of more divisive issues to bring up. It's more divisive than tyre models. My biceps are pathetic. Does getting hit by others lower your licence? Yeah, any contact, driving off-road, Serengeti joyrides, going to a kebab shop, all that stuff I think lowers your licence. It's not a good idea. I think there might be a bug where unranked people can join any server at the moment. or it's just not grabbed their rank yet properly. What do you think about philosophy? Which one? Sent you a small essay in Discord about fixing dedicated servers. Thank you. They're really appreciated. I'll definitely check that out. I'll do some studying. I'll get a degree in dedicated servers. Or maybe just an MVQ. BTEC National. Can you enable special rules for RX? I think the RX cars actually have less of an effect on your licence. I'm not 100% sure, but where I've read about it, that might be the case. I mean, to be honest, my licence isn't too bad, and we were driving out the RX car yesterday and crashed into tons of people, so... That's alright, Credit McDaddy. It's all conversations are fine. Hi, God. There we go. God's come in just to add the. We can have a religion discussion as well. Well, we can move on from religion, and then we can talk about sexuality. Then politics. Have a good conversation about politics. These are all subjects that always end with really nice, you know, rounded conclusions where everyone's happy. Password is T in capitals. TEA. Tango Echo Alpha. The Tea God. Soy Park. Would you want your own livery made in Project Cars 2? Well, that would be pretty awesome, like, for every single car. just a Game of Muscle logo on every single car. Hello, I'm Game of Muscle. I've got my car painted in every car. It would have to be on the Caterhams, the only two cars in the game that I drive. Next up, euthanasia. Assisted suicide. Should it be allowed? Actually, assisted suicide for terminally ill definitely should be allowed. And that's a weird one. In the UK, even if you're dying, say you're terminally ill and you've got 6 months to live and you're literally screwed, you still can't get. You have to go to like Dignitas abroad to get put out of your misery. They need to check. They need to sort that out. But the politician that touches that is probably going to lose votes. So that's why those things tend to get stuck, I think. Little touch on the subject of guns, as my missus is in Las Vegas at the moment with her sister on holiday. Nowhere near. Oh, well, you know, the thing is, to put your mind at ease, the fact is, everyone's more likely to get run over by cars. I mean, the thing is, people get, you know, there's a shooting or there's a bombing or something somewhere, and it gets covered by the media, so it's like, oh my god, this is terrible. But realistically, you know, chances are you're going to get hit by a car. I mean, I myself have almost been run over about 5 times now. So, you know. But hopefully everyone's okay. Steam Workshop would be really good. I'm going to reduce safety rating a bit more. Just a touch more. What, that'll be me at the top of that list, SWA Gaming. Hang on, we've broken this. Oh, there we go. We're actually, no, people were joining. I just had it clicked off the screen, so I hadn't refreshed. Oh, Burned H has joined. Fantastic. I like how we get the same regs coming in. Kira from Deep Space Nine. Dandy Highwayman, the legend. He won some races yesterday as well. It's coming up. We see people. Tom, the not the real dentist, a fake dentist as well. I think he won a race yesterday. But it's interesting seeing people starting to actually the Battenberg. Oh, that makes me want cake. Battenbergs with tea. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna be obese. That's it. I'm gonna have to buy a Battenberg tomorrow. You little bastard, putting that in your picture. Yeah, we noticed some people that were racing with us before, and you know, starting to get better at the sim and starting to win races. I always come 7th though. Hi, William Powell. My day's been all right. It's been okay. Can't really complain. I love this cheery upbeat music. Euthanasia. Come to Gamer Muscles Euthanasia Clinic, the happiest place to lose your life, where we play techno in the background whilst the drugs seep through your veins and stop your heart. A euthanasia with a beat. 0800 Gamer Muscle Euthanasia Clinic. Dial death today. How small is the small one? It's about this big. Where's your shifter from? I've got an SHH shifter. I've got a review of it on the channel. Just Google SHH shifter. And it's a Spanish company that makes them. Guy 3D prints them. Absolutely awesome. I would say they are the best value for money shifter. Specifically, if you're the type of person that wants to switch from sequential to H pattern. It's not necessarily the most nicest of feeling in terms of like the gear clunk. The TH8A is better for that, but the TH8A costs like 90 to 115 quid, whereas SHH I think you get for 75 to 85 or something. T is the password 420 game it. TEA in capitals. Lilith, I think I remember you beating me, so please don't join. But welcome to the chat. Do you have the Pons Detail 1? I don't know. I've got whatever the default content is in the game, I think. We're almost ready to get going here. We'll leave it a little bit longer. I probably will be getting one to review at some point, Rob. Yeah, what I would say, if you don't really care about the larger upfront cost of the TH8A, and you're mostly going to be, you know, you're just using it for a H pattern shifter, then the TH8A is better than the SHH. It feels better and it's more solid than the SHH shifter for a H pattern shifter. The annoying thing with the TH8A is if you do the sequential thing, you have to rotate it and stuff. There's ways to get around it, make it not so bad, and it does have an analog. You can use it as an analog handbrake should you want to, but it's not as easy. Like the SHH, you can literally just push it down and rotate it and go sequential. So there's reasons to get both. I definitely think the SHH is a good value for money option there. I know it's a shame, William, isn't it? Because it would be really nice to link the user bases up, like with Rocket League. But the thing is, I don't think it's Slightly Mad's fault. I think it's more a console platform issue, because you have to negotiate with Sony and Microsoft, and then you have the update issue because the developers can't update on all platforms at the same time particularly easy. It depends on the type of updates, but often they end up not synchronized, as you see with like Assetto Corsa, for example. Their updates on console normally take longer because they have to, it's changing, it's getting better, but developers have to previously they could only update like once a month or something on console, even once a quarter I think on the Xbox 360 at one point. But then there's also an update size restrictions, you know, whereas on PC developers can just roll stuff out through Steam immediately. Thanks, Rapster. You're mental. This guy, it donates every single stream we do. You're out of control. You need to stop donating. My PayPal would be like Rapster, 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 Rapster. Oh, look at that tea. Cheers. I think if everyone had sim rigs and played simulators, there would be less violence in the world. If everyone had a sim rig, everyone would be happy. Their arms would be too tired from using the direct drive wheel, so they wouldn't be able to do anything violent. They'd just be like, Is it safe to Barcelona? Oh yeah. See, that's fun as well, isn't it? It's all going down around the world at the moment. Although, you know, in fairness, if you actually look at the data, or the data I've looked at, supposedly the world is a lot safer. And whilst antibiotics are working, it's a good time. Though they're stopping working. That's when the shit hit the fans, guys. When the antibiotics stop functioning, that's when it's game over time. I've got a few friends that work like doctors and work in medical stuff, and it's that's interesting. We'll start this off. So, but until then, until antibiotic resistance occurs and we all just die of like a cold, it's all good. We'll just have to stay indoors in our sim rigs with like nets and you know, like a bubble boy, just to stay safe. Thank you, Rapster. Thanks for fueling the muscle. We'll definitely be getting a Battenberg cake tomorrow. I've got to pop to Iceland and pick up some bits and bobs. I've actually run out of milk, so that's a disaster. Next Cold War. Optimism. I think it's all right. Things seem reasonably okay. You know, North Korea's gone a bit mental, but you've always got to have one mental country, haven't you? Tea famine. Well, yeah. If there was a tea blight, that would be it. Tea blight and that. That's it. Might as well no longer live. Apparently, you know how, because bananas are all. Oh, look at this fog. That's nice. Bananas are all. Bananas are grown from a splice. Then, you know, they're all the same genetically. They're all related, directly related. They're all clones. That's what I'm trying to get at. So if bananas get blight, then the bananas, like, you're screwed. And there's countries where they grew bananas, they got blight, and then they lost their entire crop. And apparently the cocoa has the same problem. So imagine that: no chocolate, no bananas. As long as it doesn't affect tea and milk. Cow blight. Is it? Get the SH50. Yeah, I never use the sequential top on mine. I just rotate it and push it forwards and backwards. Driz! Oh, you're crazy. Thank you for the donation. We've just got going. This is only going to be a short stream, guys. Don't donate. It's probably not going to be a very interesting stream. But thank you for fueling the muscle. Really appreciate it. How do? Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, well, it's strange that it's gone up. Maybe whereabouts are you getting it delivered to for it to be £100? Because I remember it being 70. But they're saying that when I got this one, it was the very first one, and he has actually changed the design there. This is like the beta one that I've got. It's got 7 gears now, and he changed the internal mechanism and made it a bit more sturdy, I think. So maybe that's up the cost. Life wouldn't be worth living without chocolate, pretty much. Especially like really nice dark chocolate. The server might be full. Yeah, the server's full, so you won't be able to. It won't appear. Look at this fog. That's actually really nice. I'm surprised they've managed to get the fog looking like that with a Sprite, you know. Because what they've got with the, I'm just going to stop on the racing line to admire the fog. It's doing that thing where it's kind of like sheeted. Like fog in reality isn't just like a, you know, like Nintendo 64 fog. It actually has layers to it because it obviously settles. Sorry guys, I'm admiring the fog. Totally wrong place to pull over. But to do that with sprites, that's been. I don't know how they've done that. Slightly Mad Studios, Fog Magic. Well, I'm giving them 10 points for grass and 10 points for fog. How much is £5 to $1? Yeah, it's 71 cents per pound, well, 73 cents per pound. The dollar to pound ratio at the moment. The pound has actually come back a bit after UK decided to destroy its economy through a totally pointless vote. But you know, whatever. Strangely, the pound seems to be recovering, which is bad for me because I tend to get paid in dollars. So, what's good for the UK is bad for me. But. Soft particles. It's not really a particle, is it? It's not a particle effect. I think they are just really well designed sprites. Have a break and talk about the fog. Look at it. Is it different? Is it? This is like the best fog I've seen in a driving game. The way it comes in, and look, it's going as I go down. The fog is going up because obviously we're going at a lower altitude. So they've got it to be. You know, as if you're going into a dip that you're then entering the fog. Shifty, Slightly Mad Studios fog there. It's the small things. Well, I guess so, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sprites do equal particles. Just big. Or small. Yeah. Oh, he's lost it. The fog he was admiring the fog too much. He's lost control. I give Slightly Mad Studios 9.5 out of 10 for the fog effect. I have to say, Slightly Mad Studios, you can be critical about a lot of stuff maybe, but you have to admit they do British weather better than any other developer. The only other game engine, apart from the Madness engine, that has moderate British weather is probably Unreal Engine. Euro Truck Sim actually could sometimes have some nice British weather to it. Notice there's no fog where the sun hits the track. Ah, look at that. Next level fog. Whoa, read the chat. Don't text and drive, guys. Alright, Rapster. I mean, yeah, I see at that price, it depends if it comes down to how much you want the sequential aspect of the shifter. But at that price, it sort of makes the consideration for getting the TH8A harder. But then the TH8A, you can get it for 90, but it's often at 115 because for some reason Thrustmaster likes to price their stuff crazy. This is what I would say, if the TH8A shifter was say £60, it would literally be like the ultimate shifter to get. Maybe even at $69.99. Game of Muscle arbitrary price in here. that's where I feel it should be priced. If you compare to what it's essentially a very cut down joystick. The server's full Paradiski, so you won't be able to get in. Sorry. Your upstream must be quite enormous to make a server stream. To make a server stream and check. Yeah, it's I'm on Virgin 100 and it's 6 meg up. But I think maybe because Project Cars 2 is also on console, they've had to make really good peer-to-peer netcode. So I think that helps. I wouldn't imagine Project Cars 2 is probably using about 1.5 2 megabit max. But yeah, I use 3.5 megabit for the stream. Is Box UK a legitimate company? Because I remember when I was buying, it wasn't for the TH8A, but I bought, or when I was looking to buy the Thrustmaster Warthog to review that, this was like 2 or 3 years ago, even longer, yeah, about 3 years ago. So when I was looking to get the Thrustmaster Warthog, there were a bunch of sites that looked like legit sites that were selling joysticks and stuff, but they weren't. So to be really careful with those, especially with premium joysticks and things. It seems they're dodgy websites like those kind of premium joystick devices to scam people on. Oh, that's alright then. Nice. Hi Rob. I think they possibly will do. I think what needs to happen for direct drive wheels to come down in price is the thing is the Simucube box is really good what it does, and Granity, you know, you have to give them credit for actually supporting simulators, like doing a specific device for it. But that box is fairly expensive, and then the sort of power supply unit and everything, all the other little bits and gubbins, is quite expensive. The actual motor itself, like the OSW, the small Mage motor, you can pick up for like £250–300, and then you don't need a motor that's this good. It's totally overkill for sim racing. So anyway, the point what I'm getting to is if a company were to mass produce, use a servo motor, even one that was even half the spec of the Mage, but they mass produced the controller and the power supply and everything else, there's no reason that they couldn't necessarily get it under sort of £600. The problem is once they start mass producing it, you know, they really need to be getting the profit margins to justify mass producing and all the other risk associated with it. So it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see. I think the price will come down, but I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't stay around that £700 price point. Probably won't go below £700 for the next year or 2 years at least. Some people have worked on doing their boards. I mean, the outside of Simucube, the Ioni board and the other solutions work perfectly fine. And apparently, I don't know because I don't know about electronics, but just going by what the people have said, arguably better than the Simucube. And someone was working on doing their own whole integrated circuitry and everything, but apparently it got complicated with getting all the voltages and everything to work properly. I don't know. I kind of just followed I've been following the OSW scene since about 2012, but as a complete noob to electronics, it's kind of like I'm reading it, I'm like, I don't understand any of this, but I kind of vaguely get what's going on. But yeah, in theory, someone should be able to produce something that was cheaper and mass produce it. Some Chinese company maybe, but yeah, I think in terms of pricing though, fundamentally it'll probably end up staying around about the £700 price point. Maybe some companies will come in with cheaper solutions, but why would you want to underprice the market? Hi William Powell, you're the second person that said that. I don't know what I take pictures of, so I just photograph my face every day. How can a belt produce latency? Well, what happens with belt drive wheels is they have to have, like, the belt itself has dampening, but then they also have to program in some degree of dampening in some cases to stop the motors from vibrating and getting it all calibrated and everything. You have, like, it's not, I don't think it's really latency, because you can have often they put the encoder separate to the whole mechanism. I think with the Fanatec wheels, you see they've got the encoders separate to all the motors and everything else. So really there should be no latency there. If you move the wheel, it's doing the encoder straight away. But you get latency from the force feedback just because of the actual power of the motors, and then the motor obviously will rotate, and then that's got to go through the belt, which then has to go through a gear, which then gets put to the steering wheel. So yeah, it's not. I'm not engineering orientated, so I just make myself look like an idiot if I try and talk about it. It's excruciatingly complicated, and to be honest, although, you know, a direct drive wheel is absolutely amazing. I mean, I love this SW20, and direct drive wheels are far more superior to play driving simulators, and it's an amazing bit of equipment. You have to recognise the amazing engineering that companies like Thrustmaster, Fanatec, Logitech have done with the consumer wheels. That how they've managed to get the performance out of these smaller motors, and the fidelity of information that you get from those wheels, it's incredible. For the price points that they've got them to, it is actually amazing. So though I give them stick relative to a direct drive wheel, those companies have done an amazing job, the engineers behind them initially. Hi Ice Cold Helsinki. Welcome to the stream. Can't see the stream but you can listen. I appreciate it. Did you see the new Lotus is officially owned by the Chinese? No. Lotus is now owned by the Chinese. Oh well. Viva the China. I've never actually, I don't think we've got any Chinese viewers. We need to make links with the Chinese. Oh, it's because there's no YouTube in China. Forgot about that. That's why we don't have any Chinese viewers. Thank you. It wouldn't be a start of a race. It wouldn't be the start of the race unless that happened. There we go. It's the start of the race. Every time we get punted. Yeah, there's no YouTube in China because it's blocked by the Great Firewall of China. They've got a whole bunch of other social video platforms, but I hope they do open up YouTube to China, because that'd be, you know, a whole nother market. How many games does it take to get off of F? Probably about 8. No, well, to get off of F, 3 or 4, sort of 5-lap races without accident, I think. And I've been having quite a few accidents, and I've now got to B, so. Martin. I've just got relegated right to the back. We'll just cruise. It's alright. As I say, this evening is just a small stream, chilled out. We'll do alright last. Morgox, opinion on the AccuForce wheel. I've not used the AccuForce V2, but I assume it's reasonably similar to the V1. It's a pretty good, decent piece of kit. In my opinion, it's not as good as the OSW. Not quite as smooth, and especially if you're in Europe, it's not as good because you have to pay postage and the dollar translation amount doesn't work out too well. In America, it's probably a harder call because for Americans, it's harder to get OSWs at a good price, from what I understand. They might have started to change now. And in dollar reduce, they've also lowered the price actually since when I first looked at it. So. And you also get a piece of, you know, full kit, and they've increased the warranty, I think, on the AccuForce as well. But yeah, compared to the OSW, it's not as good, but it's perfectly fine. Really nice, decisive force feedback. It has a sort of a mildly grainy texture to the force feedback when you use a Formula rim on it, whereas the OSW with the small Mage is totally smooth, and the overall strength of it is lower if you pump it up. and it's not quite as fast rotational speed either. But I guess another advantage of the AccuForce is the SimVibe software. If you use SimVibe and you use the AccuForce software already, then you can integrate it into your solution using that software. But I really didn't like the SimVibe software and the I can't remember what it's called. Their sort of software that lets you choose. You can do custom force feedback. I didn't particularly like it. It was too much of a faff. And even using sort of recommended custom profiles, I was sort of like, well, it's just easier with the OSW. You plug it in, it just works with everything. Michael Clark. Shout out to guy who said you can use TrackIR in Project Cars too. Oh yeah, if you use the VR mode, you can use TrackIR. Yeah, there's no reason why in the US they shouldn't be able to get like a SimuCube OSW solution. I think in Europe what's happened is you've just got the OSW scene. I think started off in France, and there's quite a few people in England that put together the kits, and a few people in Europe that put together the kits. So they just do like good solutions at surprisingly low price points for what you get. They basically just sell everything at cost, really, with a little bit of overhead to pay for their time, and they recuperate some of their money, I think, by buying in bulk. But what that means is, as a consumer, it's actually in some ways more cost effective to buy one of the kits than it would be to buy the components yourself individually, stick them together. I mean, you might save £200 or so buying it yourself as opposed to a kit, but obviously when you buy it yourself you don't get the warranty, you don't get everything else, so, and you don't get the setup help and all the other things. So we got took out in T1, Mr. Deep. We'll go back to the normal one. I need to shortcut button this. Every time we get T1 takedown, we're going to format the C drive. Yeah, I know someone that had an AccuForce wheel for quite a while, and one of the things that occurred with it was the cables as well would work themselves loose, and the wheel was a little bit finicky on it. But I assume this is why I say I've not tried the AccuForce V2, and I'd be very surprised if they hadn't have resolved those kind of issues. They're the kind of thing that you just, that you wouldn't know until you put a lot of time into it. And I think in AccuForce's fairness, I think they do, if you have problems, I think they try their best to resolve them as well, so. Oh, they've gone back to a chord, okay. Well, I don't know. I said I've not used it. I've seen that video as well. It wouldn't be YouTube unless you got recommended completely obscure videos. Well, Morgox, I wouldn't be able to tell you compared to a race car because I've only driven really crappy road cars like Honda Jazz and, just like really generic road cars. So the fact is, like a T5, you can make a T500 feel like a generic road car because most road cars with power steering are just dampened. The nice thing with the direct drive wheel is you can make it super tight and really, really snappy and have the higher torque that you might get from like a GP2 car, for example, or race cars that don't have power steering. And it doesn't have the resistance to it. That's one thing you can't do with a T300, T500. Some real-world road cars, even if the steering is like really vague, dampened and what have you, often it's still super responsive. You move the wheel a little bit and the car responds instantaneously, which I find is always kind of muted with belt-driven wheels. But yeah, if you were driving road cars in a simulator to compare to real-world road cars, T300 is fine, totally fine. It's only when you get to race cars that you start to notice more of the difference with the snappiness of it. Spanish revision for a test. Look at this. Timothy in front of us. We're just cruising here. After getting punted at the start. It's just a recovery race, this. We're going to stick to this car and go to a couple of tracks with it because I think it's quite fun. Oh! I tell my daughter no homework, no internet. When I was younger, I used to just sneak the telephone cable, which is on dial-up. If I was banned from the internet, I'd just sneak the telephone cable, plug it in their socket secretly. Well, you've got mobile phones and everything now. A kid could pick up one of those internet dongles from like a, you know, like a pay-as-you-go dongle. There'd be no way of stopping them getting on the internet. This is why to have children, it'd be an absolute nightmare. I remember actually when I was about 15, because we only had ADSL back then. back in the day when I was a wee little whippersnapper. But when we had DSL, it was still pretty slow. It was like 90 kilobits, and we wanted to do like a LAN party between houses, so we got a network cable. It was like 50 meters of Cat5 network cable from one house to another house down the street, going across the road and taped over it, so the road traffic had to drive over it, because that was the only way we could link the two places up to, obviously to play games. LAN parties were never about sharing files. No, it was only to play games. Never shared files. I don't know, any of you guys went to like 2000s LAN parties? It was always, there would always be one guy that had the file server that maybe had like 3 or 4 DSL lines as part of his work or something. So we'd have a file server with everything on it. And obviously because a lot of people still had dial-up, and even when DSL wasn't particularly fast. So you'd have a LAN party and it basically, there would be some playing the games, but most of it would be everyone trying to connect to the file server to like leech all the content off them. BBS times. DIY Arduino wheel, I don't know. I've not seen it. Someone made a crazy wheel. Oh, you're on about the Dirt Rally one? That little mini arcade. That's pretty awesome. Feels a bit weird listening to dance music whilst driving this car. It's like the wrong type of music for this car. Didn't even have a radio in it. Oh, look at that lens flare underneath the Rolex bridge. Brought to you by Rolex. Oh. Well, we're on lap 5 of 5. We're in 19th after being smash bangled at the start of the race. We're going to try and... maybe we can take Timilty. Oh, let's run wide there. Maybe we can take him before the end of the race. Slow down. I'm not going to do that. Don't be ridiculous, race control. Get right on his arse. Whoa! Ah! The car's actually, the front end's starting to grip now. We're getting one more. He's right on the tail, this other guy. Yasin. We might be able to... No. No, that's the best we can do. Oh, dude, these cars are awesome. They're so fun. And they, you know, people say, "Oh, project cars aren't realistic." These cars, to me, seem pretty realistic. I've never driven one of these in real life, so I don't know. But you know, they're giving me that Goodwood vibe. Okay, we're gonna go to Donno Park with these cars. I set it to go to rain though. I think that'd be really fun. VHS tapes. Oh dear. I remember having to go to Blockbuster to pick out your 3 videos because you had to get 3. The chat should do a quiz whilst you play. Yasin. Yeah, I got punted off at the start. Oh, well done VP Isaac 21 for winning the race. And Tom the Fake Dentist, he's up there. Bloody cake advertiser, Battenberg boy in 3rd place. Oh yeah, that could be fun, Cole H. With the rain on. Okay, let's dono it up. And let's set the weather to go to rain as well. I think that'd be really nice and fun. NBC Donington Park. We'll do the full Donington. We have 6 laps and we can have it. I think we have it rain and then clear up. That should be fun. Just a bit of drizzle. Well, let's have it start early in the morning as well. That'd be fun. Let's do qualifying at night. This is what I like. It's just these, you know, these are mostly pointless things if you're doing like, you know, you're just trying to get the best at a track. But it really does keep it varied and entertaining. Just having all these different times of day and everything to drive in, rather than it just feeling like you're at the same track doing the same race. Just go to the KTM for a change. Oh, is it? Yeah, thank you. I don't think we've driven enough KTMs recently. Okay. Nice. Right. I'm just going to pop to the old bathroom. I'll be back in a second, guys, and we'll get going on this track. There's one slot if anyone wants to join. Password is T in capitals, Tango Echo Alpha. If I got that the right way around. So join in if you can.
Wish that I could stay. Wish that I could stay. Wish that I could stay. Wish that I could stay.
Okay, you know, we're back for a romantic evening of sim racing. Yeah, Tango Echo Alpha by the NATO alphabet. Or Tard Edith Adolf by the US police. Tard? That can't be right. I'm just going to start calling cups of tea Tango Echo Alphas. That's well good. Oh, there we go. In honour of Yorkie, we're still eating the Yorkie chocolate buttons. We made them last more than a day. It's a miracle. Man-sized buttons. Got the flag on the bonnet, ready to take 7th. Yeah, the flag is basically the one thing faster than racing lines on a car is the flag. Racing lines, as I say, give you about 5% engine boost, but the flag, that's a good 10-15% performance boost. Nice one, Dan. You called. Back to Donington. Yeah, I can't wait to try the... I've used the Fanatec shifter a couple of times on various simulators, and it does feel really nice. But again, that Fanatec shifter, that is quite a lot, isn't it? I think it's like 180. It gets up there. You're talking crazy money. Sometimes you have to pay crazy money for a crazy good time. Alright, thanks for popping in. Have fun. Hi, King Graham. A grand for a setup has put me off. But I always say this, you don't need to spend a lot of money to get into sim racing. G29, dumb, with a G29 shifter, get it from Dixon's on sale. You can get the whole lot for like £120. And that's it. That's enough to do it all. And then you don't need to buy the latest games that just came out. Just buy older sims. And that's it. Your life's ruined. £120 and your life is gone. So for ruining your life, £120 isn't that bad. For the amount of entertainment you can get out of it. Well, see, there you go. That's why I said about the SHH. Like, really, that TH8A shifter, it's not ideal to shift from normal to sequential. I'm not sure, King Grey. I'll have to scroll through. I might have done. I saw someone's rig. It might be in yours. But T300 is a good upgrade from the G29. I mean, that's what I had a G25 and upgraded to a T300. I felt it was a good upgrade. Donington at night. This is like a candlelit dinner in a race car. Whoops, over the limit we go. Right, yeah, that's the thing. If speed is what you're after, if you just want to get raw performance and lap times, upgrading to a load cell pedal, I think, is a universally accepted best upgrade when it comes to speed. It certainly, load cell pedals certainly make braking a lot easier, modulating your brake a lot easier, and obviously most of the time in a racing game, most of the time when racing is from braking. Get that speed off. Use the kitchen touch. I'm ignoring Battlefront. I don't trust any EA games. See, it's really a shame, really, because the Battlefield games were the EA games I would always buy. From Codename Eagle all the way on to Battlefield 3, I think, and then I was like, oh. No, this is not for me anymore. But yeah, Battlefield 942, Codename Eagle, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142, I think it was called. All of them were really amazing, really fun. And then the Bad Company games were actually really good. But then they only released Battlefield 1943 on console, and that was around about the time when I think DICE got bought by EA. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I've not been following it. But it's a shame that Battlefield as it is now is a good game, I think, for what it is. But it's a shame nothing sort of replaced what 1942 and Battlefield 2 had. Nothing sort of stepped in to take that. So romantic. High Speed Pulse. someone typed something, but I missed it. Sorry. I can only see 4 messages on the screen at a time. So if someone gets hyperactive on the keyboard, it removes my ability to see what was said. Time cancelled by the race is if you've by the race directors is Hitler Whiting, Charlie Whiting's evil brother that Slightly Mad Studios put into the simulator. If you put more than 2 wheels over the white line, you get your lap time cancelled by Hitler Whiting and it doesn't count. So you see this line at the side of the track. The generic rule in racing is that you can put 2 wheels over it, but you know, no more. So that makes sense. If you do, you get your lap invalidated. That's really what that white line is for. Having said that, you will find on some tracks there's more leeway, because you know, when you've got a rule, why not make it totally ambiguous from track to track? But as a general rule of thumb, you'll find if you keep at least 2 wheels on the circuit in front of not going over that white line, you're good. Did you just drive through a ghost? Don't know. Do some ice racing, okay. We'll have a look at it. Whoa! This hill's put the car right over the limit. Oh, I don't know. You say you know the white line rule, but I think it's worth saying because some people might not know it. I wasn't necessarily saying it directly to you. It was just as a general rule of thumb. I think some people coming into driving sims don't know about it. There's a lot of people playing Project Cars 2, or Project Cars 2 is sort of, I think it's bringing a wider group of people to driving sims. It's not immediately apparent that you can put, you know, you can put 2 wheels over it and not 4, and some corners you can get away with it. Use the throttle before the apex. Sim Racing Bay for the OSW. I don't know Sim Racing Bay. I know a couple of people that bought them from there and they say it's fine. The one I'm using is one of Ollie's from Simplicity. So and that's what I reviewed on the channel. And I can't fault it. Also can't fault Ollie. You get a phone call from him and he goes over everything with you and he's a really nice guy. But yeah, I'm sure Sim Racing Bay's fine as well. I think there's a couple of places that you can get OSWs from. This is the Ford Escort machine of power. More power than a tumble dryer with hardly any towels in it. We're in 11th. I find using flappies with this car is actually, it's harder to get the pace than if you drive using the H pattern. If you drive a H pattern car with flappies, it just doesn't, you know, you don't get into the flow of the vehicle, I find. Again, yeah, we've got, I would say it's the Donno, we've got oh, we've got rain coming in at the end of the race. That should be interesting. Let this guy get past us. Flying around the corner, Glacier Monkey sideways through there. Nice driving. You need a nice thick knob, not this flappy nonsense. I know. Hopefully Fanatec will give us a good turgid shaft with a giant knob on the end of it to caress. I'll be happy. Rumour has it that Fanatec makes some of the most turgid shafts and the most rounded knobs on the market. So we'll find out though. I was rather frustrated yesterday. What happened yesterday? I definitely find with Project Cars 2, because it's a bit over the place in its content and it does take a bit of time to set it up. I've noticed quite a few people come to it and they've sort of dismissed it and gone, oh, this is terrible. And then people that have kind of stuck it out a bit, an initial impression I think is generally quite negative, but then after sticking it out, then people take it like grows on people. Hi Tuna No Crust, welcome back. Filthy Reg. It's not gay if you're the one getting the shaft. Use both your hands to remove the Fanatec stick. Oh dear. This channel's turned homoerotic all of a sudden. I did, I had a TH8A for a while, but it broke, so I just sent it back. As I say, I think it's because it was one that had been in the warehouse for a couple of 100 years. Rotten steam. Oh, we're going to be at the back. I'm terrible with this car. Whilst I'm streaming, Todd, my computer's too slow to really do VR well. So when I've got a stream box sorted out or I've got my computer running a bit faster, we will indeed be back in VR. It's certainly the better way to play driving games. I've not got it yet. I'm waiting for MSI to send it. But these things take time. I'm overclocked to the max. My processor's overclocked to 4.4 gigahertz. I could probably go up a bit more, but I don't want to mount my computer. And my graphics card's like 150 on the RAM and 100 and something on the processor. So we are already. Channel your inner old school rally driver for the Escort. We're doing it. We're doing it. I say, chaps, time for a cup of tea. Whatto? Been playing this game of VR non-stop. Hi, big boy Mitch. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining the chat room. Well, we've got like tropical house music now. Total mismatch. Look at these cars. I think we're the only one with the flag on the bonnet though, so we're definitely going to win this. we've got the winning car. I'm surprised to see you getting your helmet out and giving your stick some punishment. This game looks great in VR. Oh dear, Sam. The puns are through the roof. Puntastic. 20 or 13. This is a small mage. 13? I've just invented a word there. 13 Newton meters. 13. 20 or 13. Could I please have 13 bars of gold? I'm afraid, sir, we've only got 20. Okay. This is 20 Newton meters. But it also depends on the voltage you run it at and everything else. I've joined your Steam as Snosberries. Wyatt, hello, welcome. Also, Jimmy Turbo's in the game, which is nice. Tom, it's Tom the bloody dentist, every single day. Tom, I think Tom is an artificial intelligence experiment. Someone needs to ready up. Roland the Ropes, you need to ready up, boy. I think Tom the dentist is an artificial intelligence experiment. He's not actually human. And the test is to find out if it's a Turing test. Tom the Turing test. If you work out he's an AI, then he collapses. Slightly Mad Studios are entering the Turing test with Tom the Dentist. I don't trust him, he's too good. We're going to have to kick Roland on the ropes. Oh no, there we go. Saved himself there. Almost had to report him to Charlie Hitler Whiting. Yeah, 20 newton meters is more than enough. I mean, the only time I think someone would ever want more than 20 newton meters or need it is if you were literally training to drive GP2 cars, or like IndyCar in reality. That's it. Like any other normal car, and most race cars, even Formula 1 cars, they don't. To be fair, it's not really about the continual force of it. I think why people want the higher torque motors is where's it? Oh, thank you. It's whoa sideways. It's for the if you ever watch onboards of race cars, you'll notice there's like this snappy kind of like instant vibration as the tyres go over bumps and as the steering sort of nudge left and right. It's not really a continual torque force or a smooth push on it, so you're not really pushing against that. It's more that the wheel is just super snappy in Formula cars, and that's what people are trying to capture with the high torque wheels, I think. But if you know, most vehicles you'd be driving, and most time you're sim racing, you'd turn it down because you just get RSI after a month of sim racing. If you were to be doing like say 3-4 hours a day or 2 hours a day. You think real world race drivers in GP2, they're probably on the track for maximum 3 hours of actual lap time, you know, driving the car on the track for a given day. Here comes the rain. Oh, we'll let the rain build up on the windscreen just to get the full British experiment. Hi, Random Call Sign. Welcome back. Guys, check out Random Call Sign's YouTube channel. He does sim racing videos. Was it you, Random Call Sign, that made the tea video? Bloody put the tea bag in the microwave. Such a troll. Watch the grip go. We've still got grip. The track's not particularly wet yet. It's just spitting. King Grey in front of us in 13th. We've okay, windscreen wipers on now. I'm not using the H pattern because I've got a bit of a funky problem with it that I need to fix. But also I'm not feeling my best, so I don't want to waste any precious energy used in my hands. I'm being lazy. Don't worry, we will be using the H pattern soon though. Oh, surely that's a Charlie Hitler Whitehouse. Whiting Hitler Whitehouse? What's going on? Look at this guy wearing blackface in front of us. Try and get up the inside. There we go, into 13th. Loxus in front of us and 11th in Tompo. I did it due to that stream. It's such a troll. Triggered. Guys, you should check out his video where he does a tea making tutorial. Poor guy. Traumatised. Cheeky block here. Track's starting to get a bit wet now. Hi Duffy, yeah, look, one make races. I found that just having it as a single class makes the driving a lot closer. I really like fixed setup driving as well. What skill difficulty is this? It's Tom the Dentist difficulty. It's the hardest difficulty setting in the game. If you drag the AI slider past 130, there's a setting called Tom the Dentist. And if you beat Tom the Dentist, Slightly Mad Studios come round to your house and give you £100,000. Nobody's beaten him yet. It's a special esport event they put in the game as part of Project Cars 2. Yeah, you can buy all the OSW components are actually listed out nicely now. There's a couple of sites. What's it? I can't remember what it's called, but there's a website that lists every single component, makes it really clear. So buying your own parts shouldn't be too hard now. That's alright, Rapster. I tried. £100,000 but fired out of a cannon. Oh, we're catching. Here we go. I've tried drifting in both games. Yeah, you can drift really well in both AC and Project Cars 2. I say AC, you get more sort of finer control whilst drifting, and the car's a bit more snappy. With Project Cars 2, the car's like lock into a slide a bit better. They sort of they want to stay in the slide a bit easier. So they both have their own individual nuances. I've never done drifting in real life to know what's more or less realistic, but they're both quite fun. Look at this little traffic jam we've made. It's like we're on the motorway here, and we've just we're like the tractor that's pulled onto the motorway by accident. Tyres scrubbing and then hitting puddles. Hi Atif, welcome to the stream. It's the Ford Escort. Actually, really, to be honest, I don't think anyone should buy Project Cars 2 because they forgot to include a Robin Reliant. And you'd think, of all cars that a sim really needs to actually be considered a sim, oh no, Dom, you made a mistake there, capitalised. Yeah, of all cars that sims should have, the two that define a real simulator over a Poxy arcade game would be Robin Reliant and the Pontiac Stinger. And I've not actually seen, other than mod versions of the car, I've not actually seen a Robin Reliant in any simulator, or the Pontiac Stinger. And the first simulator that does Pontiac Stinger, along with its two hoovers, ice container and hose in the boot, to me that would be the first, that would be the first fully fledged simulator that we, ultimately would just destroy all other sims on the market. But a Pontiac Stinger, guys. My dream would be to own a Pontiac Stinger one of these days. Look at this. We're in a jam here. Come on, Mavis. Time for some bread and butter. Let's get the jam out. I've got a nice conserve prepared in the pantry. Look at them all. Oh dear, this is all my fault. I'm sorry, guys. I think people are scared to drive into me because they know I'll have a go at them and it'll be on the stream. I've created a shield. They know they'll get called out. I've got a crash-proof shield in the form of YouTube streaming. Fantastic technology. Keeping heat in the tyres. You need to get a VR headset, and you pick up a. Whoa, Jesus! There we go. No grip. Yeah, you get a VR headset, you plug that into your computer so you've got the full tracking and the hand tracking. Then if you look around the pit box, you can find a hairdryer, and you have to lean out the window and you can blow the hairdryer at the tyres to warm them up. That's how I sometimes do it, but it doesn't work in 2D. You need a VR headset. A lot of people have said that's an unfair advantage for VR users, but it's realistic, so can't really complain about it. Chukov Valkyrie behind us is pushing on us. We're going to hold on to this. 5 out of 6. Last lap coming up. We're position 11th. Westfield. Hello, Kitten. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat room. I love it. All these people are coming into the chat. It's fantastic. Still lots of lurkers, but can't have everything, can you? You also need a touch controller. Yeah, you have to buy that separate, though. Oculus are actually selling that as their default thing now, so partly because of the demand for the hairdryer tire warming. You know, what with simulators being as popular, pretty much on a par with the Call of Duty games. No, sorry, that was too late. You know, there's such a popular genre, especially with the tween market. Oh, what's he doing? At the Ford Escort. Yes, it's just parked on his side. Oh dear. Well, the clown from It is he's looking for a drain pipe there. He's flipped the car by the drainage hole and he's trying to climb into it, but I don't think he's found it yet. Oh dear, totally lost track there. That's the end of that previous story. Well, I don't know what he was doing. I think he needs to bind a button. I should try and nudge him back round, actually. Oh dear, no grip on T1 there. Assassinating JFK. Oh, so nice. Oh, we've got Tactful Valkyrie in front of us. Jimmy Turbo's behind us, he's right on our bottoms. It crashed. Let's see if we can get close to these guys. Oh, we got a dive bomber up the inside. Oh no, Jimmy Turbo, watch out. Oh, someone's lost it. No, Doom GTR spun but manages to catch it at the last minute. Nice driving. Let's see if we can get good speed through here. Look at this, like a rocket ship. I love these cars. See, I think people tend to gravitate to fast cars for online racing, and I'm really... I know, like, modern road cars are really dull, and I wouldn't recommend them, but these older road... Well, I say road cars, but you know what I mean? These older cars, or old cars with good speed to them, can be really fun. Oh, I'm so slow through there. Jimmy Turbo's just sandblasted his way past us. Oh, it's gone transparent. Okay, let's try and do a dodgy overtake here. Well, that's not going to work, but we might get the inside because he's missed it. Oh, no! Oh, look at this. There's cars all over the place. Oh, no. Oh, collision. Oh, nice driving. Jimmy Turbo manages to pip us on the last few corners there. Nicely done, guys. I think it might be time to go to the KTM Crossbow. How was the Sim Racing Friendly Girl search this weekend? I didn't go out this weekend. Well, I did actually. I went to the shop and bought some biscuits. So I got tea bags. That'll do. Drives me amazing. I haven't particularly tried the GTOs, no. No P7. Where did I think I was like 12 or something. I'll just accept it. I just take the punishment. If Tom the Dentist is in the game, that's it. It's all over. Might as well just format my C drive and be done with it. Tom, oh, the Dandy Highwayman has just won £200,000 from Slightly Mad Studios. Wheel the cannon away. It might take a few weeks for the cannon to get to you because they fire the money at you from a vintage revolutionary period cannon. So, you know, someone from the SMS has to be tasked with dragging the cannon through the streets of London to whoever's won it. And so, yeah, it might take a few months and they'll be a bit emaciated by the time they get to your house. But get the hype's real, Dandy Highwayman. You're about to get a cannon worth of money thrown in your face. Just for beating Tom the Dentist. Big Nick. Yeah, it seems to happen. It'll be Pete. Last time Pete came in the chat, he got slaughtered by everyone asking questions. Never admit you're a developer in a chat room. It's a bad time. Okay, let's go to a different car. I think we could do the Ferrari GT3, you know. There's a change. And we should go to a different track for a change. Let's do Road America and never do that. We'll have it start in the morning, I think. We did a quali at night, that'll be fun. I don't know if I missed your answer again, Russell. I don't know what your question was. Sorry if I missed it. Password's T, Tango Echo Alpha, in capitals. Let's play an advert. I hope it's not you that's picked by the YouTube algorithm. There you go. I think we're good to go. 26 out of 26. Off to Road America. Fantastic. With B rank, I'm hyped now to get my rank up to A. Phantom Music. Hello, I love you. Well, again, if you're a super attractive, petite, 25 or so year old Ukrainian or Russian, then you know that's fantastic. I think that's probably unlikely though, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it nonetheless. Maybe a 20, 25, 26 year old French girl, that'd be nice. That can cook, or Italian girl that can cook amazing food. That I'd accept that as well, you know. Always full, Bursa. And Bursa, someone's told me some dedicated server settings. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have some dedicated server. We'll be doing some Assetto Corsa tomorrow as well. So we'll be mixing things up. But we hopefully we'll be able to get the dedicated server working properly, and then that'll be 35 slots. And we'll probably work something out to get people that want to get in. We'll have some rules, like if you've not got good safety rating, you get Hitler Whitinged, removed from the game or something. We'll work something out. Exotic track. Okay. Sure. Passes T, TEA capitals, Tango Echo Alpha. It sounds, what I like with that is it sounds like some kind of like SWAT team. You can imagine the SAS. Alright boys, can you send in some Tango Echo Alpha to this grid coordinate here? The tea bags are like dropped from the C930 or the Chinook helicopter. Sim Racing Girl's got a boyfriend, so you know, I've sort of ruined all your dreams there, guys. Ruined your sim racing dreams. I want to hook up with John Sabot. I mean, I'm not into men, but John's so dreamlike. John Sabot from Sabot, I don't know how to say his name, from Inside Sim Racing. He's so dreamy. He turns even the straightest of guys. Listen to the exhaust pipe on this. Listen to the traction control. Jimmy Broadbent. He's got too much hair. We've talked about this before. I asked Jimmy if he wanted to go on a date with me to Nando's, and he said yeah, but then I thought about it and I realised ultimately I'm always just going to be comparing myself against him and his hair, and the fact that his hair's all flowing, you know, so it just wouldn't work. That's the problem. So, you know, as I say, Jimmy's out of the question. It's all about John Sabot, the dream boy. But the thing is, you know, he's in America. I always fall for people that are too far away. So we'll have to find someone else. Whoa! I've just got pictures of John Sabat all over my hard drive. Every time he does a stream on Inside Sim Racing, I do screen captures. Oh dear, this car's got no heat in the tyres. There we go, into the wall. Jamie Broadwest. Yeah, we could drive the Porsche after this actually. I like to mix it up every now and again. I also like understeering into walls. I think if you don't understeer into a wall at least once, you really haven't tested the limits of the car. Jimmy looks sweaty. Because he runs his 4-speed back too high, he needs to chill out. I'll put my 4-speed back on weak mode whilst the stream. Gardner, Denver. Okay, let's try and hit the brake points this time. Oh no! Oh, did I just take him out? No, it's close. I was reading the chat there. I am. I would like at least 2 or 3 more years with hair. I mean, I've got hair at the moment, but it's going, you know. So I'm probably just going to shave what's left off again. I thought I'd have a last flourish of hair before I just say goodbye to it. But yeah, I would have liked maybe another 4 years of thick hair. You kind of take it for granted whilst you've got it, and then it's taken away from you, like candy from a child. And the worst thing with not, if you're bald, you either I feel you either have to be really fat, like Nicky Fishmarket's icon. You either have to be proper chubby to pull it off, or you have to be muscular. I don't think there's much room in between to pull off the bald look, and you have to have a beard as well. So I'm gonna have to get on the treadmill really. Take random call site. I can't. He doesn't make cups of tea properly. You know, as soon as he put that video up, that was it. Out of the question. That's the first thing to test with a lady, if they can make a cup of tea or not, or if they can make it properly. If they put sugar in it, you know, reverse gear, off we go. Teeth. Martin Brush at Sim Racing Sisters. My favourite American track is Laguna Seca, but I like Virginia International Raceway. I like a couple of American tracks actually. I only really know them from iRacing. Coffee. This is terrible driving, guys. Sorry about this. That's what you tune in for. I like Portuguese people. Portugal seems like a nice place. Keep going on about it. Definitely need to go to Portugal. I don't know where the break points are in the dark. It might have a surprise. Yeah, they might be good at sim racing, and then I'd have to return them. It's not well, that's the thing. If you shake your head, you get an extra couple of milliseconds of performance, so it's totally worth it. Dinner done. The Dandy Highwayman. This corner's brutal. I don't know, as long as you've got enough money to send them back, I assume. It's weird that you can actually do that. Oh, I feel like I'm milking a cow the way I'm using the throttle here. Hi, William Powell. Welcome back. No way, great point star at all. Should have put quali in the day. Oh, it's not there. There it is. Okay. Look out for the brake boards on the wall. Ah, it's not flat out through there. Try and use full-size car on the go-kart track. I haven't actually tried the go-kart track. I haven't driven the go-karts in this game either. Yeah, you've got a really nice exhaust splutter with this. Even though I'm driving it terribly because I don't know I'm not that familiar with the brake points and the turning points with this track, and especially with this car. So I'm driving awful, but at least it sounds nice, you know. If you're going to drive bad, you might as well drive bad in a car that sounds good. Yeah, the traction control is having to kick in. The traction control is having to do quite a bit of work here. They've done a nice job with the traction control sound as well, actually. It's really nice and gargly and bassy. Oh, qualifying's complete. Let's try and get this last lap in. Sticking now. See, the front didn't grip at all at first, but now they're warming up. Could have just done that flat out. Right, brake marker. Pretty nice and chilled out, this. Yeah, so I don't need to brake there or come off the gas particularly. B at the moment, I think. MR. So I've just been somehow I've been punted, but I managed to keep the licence up. I guess we've done a lot of races, and whilst I'm driving at the back after being punted, we drive cleanly. Do it! Full-size grid, full-size car. Oh dear. I'm pooped. Jimmy Turbo's drifting. He's been AI controlled, but he's drifting nonetheless. Sunset Boy. Well, we qualified in 11th. He's right in the middle. I like to place my car in the middle at qualifying. If I was too fast, I'd just be at the front and it wouldn't be entertaining to watch. So, you know, just for you guys, I've qualified right in the middle. I'm so generous. I do still like VR. I keep saying it doesn't work well for streaming at the moment, but we will be back in VR. Don't you worry, young man. Password is T, Tango, Echo, Alpha in capitals. Jonas Marbo Rosmason, welcome back. That is not how his name is pronounced. I think the race should start. I won't sleep if I have a coffee. we'll be coffeeing it tomorrow. Don't you mind? I've actually run out of milk, so no, we can't even have a coffee if I wanted one. Tom the Dentist in first place, VP Isaac in second, Birds in third, Birds and the Bees, Birds and the Bees, Birds and the Bees with itchy knees. We're gonna be in the middle here, 11th. We'll see how this goes. Road America, here we come. Hi Joseph Lannister. Welcome to the stream. Don't stab anyone. That's true. I could just have a dark coffee. Will Tom, the Dentist, win this race? I think he might get defeated. I think Tom's going to lose at this race. I think something's going to happen. We should get a bunch of people to make a roadblock just to take out Tom the Dentist. I know it's gone into Crazy Landers music. It's gone into we're in our early 20s. We're at the beach and we're having a good time. The DJ's playing the tunes. Let's try and give the guy in front of us a seizure just to increase chances. Off we go. And it's go, go, go. For the night time, Ferrari. Oh, we're squeezing him, sorry. We're trying to avoid us whilst we drive into him. Nice. No, don't rear end me, don't rear end me, don't rear end me, don't rear end me. Okay, we'll squeeze into that gap. Oh, VP Isaac's walled it. Look, it's more tightly packed than a fresh box of tea bags. Oh, squeezing. We've gained one place from an accident. We've got a traffic jam behind us because everyone's scared to drive into me because I nearly put the other guy in the wall. I had a pretty atrocious start by myself. But we're in 11th. Jimmy Turbo 9th. Dantho 999 8th. Toka Sprith in 7th. Doom GTR right in front of us. This corner's normally fun. We'll find out if we get through it live. There goes one core. Toka Smith has gone off the road. Unlucky for him. He's going to join. What? He's going to join at the back of the grid. Probably better to look forwards when we go to this corner rather than commentate what's going on behind us. And we might get this place. We're going to try and squeeze around the outside, but tyres are cold. We've got no grip. He's took it back. Doom GTR holds on to it. We don't lose another place. Verbal K. He's in the dirt. He's having a bit of a sandcastle building time. It's good to play with the kids occasionally. Oh, the car behind us has lost it. He goes left, he goes right, and he goes off to the kebab shop. 2 for 1 special. Whoa, we're sliding all over the place. Tyres are definitely a bit chilly here. Get the hairdryer out the window. It's nice how in the dark you get a little dark gap where there's no headlights. Whoa, epic understeer. Let's mow the lawn, nicely done. Saw a bit of grass there, it was a bit overgrown, wanted to deal with that. Job that needed doing. Oh, there's been a pile up, everyone's off the road, and that's 3 places. And that puts us into 6th place. Tom the Dentist, oh, Tom the Fake Dentist, sorry. Of course it wouldn't have been Tom the Real Dentist. Tom the Fake Dentist and a couple of other drivers there come together. I think they might have missed the break point. And maybe expect a bit more grip from what they'd come to expect from the qualifying session grip. Doom GTR still in front of us. Jimmy Turbo behind us with his fantastic yellow headlights. I really like how the different cars have the different colour headlights, as you find in reality as well. You know, some of them have that kind of neon colour. Oh, 3rd and 4th place have come together. Dantho 444. I didn't catch the other driver, but you don't really want to be parked in the hedge with this car. That's not the optimal racing line, but we'll take it. We've now found ourselves into 4th place just by keeping the car on the circuit and using our pay-to-win steering wheel to correct it for us. 4th place. Jimmy Turbo's managed to keep on our tail, and he's in 5th. And whoa, almost missed the break point there, but we're good. Get the curb there, get on the power. It's going pretty well. It goes to show if you can keep your car on the circuit. It's normally the biggest thing for racing, at least for semi-casual public server racing. It certainly helps. Whoa, a bit of dirt kicked up by Doom GTR. Sorry I'm missing the chat room here. I'm having to concentrate to keep my car pointing forwards. Doom GTR. Oh, we got a car of Jimmy Turbo trying to make a move behind us. Let's drive this corner with a little bit too much slip angle. Why not? 400 kudos points there. Thank you. Kudos meter. Tick, 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 tick. Oh no, it is Jimmy Turbo. I don't know. I'm putting my brake on. Oh, I'm so slow through there. Jimmy Turbo's surely going to be on his. No, he's slowed down as well. And there's a convoy of 3 cars behind us, tussling, ruffling, bouncing around for position. You can see him in my little TV screen. Let's try not to lock up the wheels. Oh, caught it. We got rear-ended. I don't know who hit us. Someone gave us a right. Oh, punt in the arse there, but we managed to pay to win steering wheel catch it. And it was a bad time for them, but I've just missed the break point there through a lapse of concentration. Let's try and get back on the circuit as quick as possible. Oh, traction control. Come on. There we go. Well, we'll get back into 5th place. We kind of lost concentration there after catching that crazy one-handed catch. It was like I was doing some... let's go to the right. It's like I was doing some cooking or something there. Oh dear, we're going to understeer off into this guy. No, we've got just enough grip. Can't believe we held that. Oh, sorry. Bumper to bumper action. I think he's got that. Maybe... Well, Kirby's not got much grip, of course. Maybe we can stay on this guy's tail, hopefully. Kimbo. Jimmy Turbo's back behind us. Jimmy Turbo likes to be looking at exhaust pipe. I think he's got a thing for them. But Kimbo moves in front. Tom the Dentist in first. Kira from Deep Space 9 second. VP in third. Whoops. The sun is rising. It's quite romantic. Jimmy Turbo knows about the sunrise. Look at his face. Oh, you can't see it. Get ready. There you go. Jimmy Turbo in the sunrise. Whoops. Can't brake on the grass. Watch out. Throw it out there. Oh, cruising around here. Cruising for a bruising. Let's try and get on the power a bit here. Lap 3 of 6. We're halfway through this race. We need to pick the pace up. We need to get onto Kimbo's tail here. Should probably stop talking and drive a bit harder. Come on, tyres. Hairdryer out the window. Let's rock it through this. Oh, lift it. I think we could do that flat out if I throw it in like a lunatic. Jimmy Turbo's right behind us. He just thought he'd just sit on that exhaust pipe again. Putting on the pressure. Oh, Jimmy Turbo, he's braking late. We're going to have to watch out now inside that there's not a car hitting into us. No, he just misses us. Good late braking there by Jimmy Turbo. Nice of him not to lock up. Oh, look at the sun in the cockpit. That's nice. Oh, why am I putting my brakes so much? Oh, Jimmy Turbo right next to us. He's trying to get past. I think he has got past. We can do that a lot faster. I don't know why I slowed down there, because Kimbo, I was kind of following Kimbo, but this is why it helps to actually know. It helps to know a circuit with a car, because then you can actually drive it quickly rather than just sort of stuttering around on the brake pedals. Let's not punt Jimmy Turbo off here. We will punt him off. Sorry! Oh! Well, at least we didn't take him out. That was terrible. There's good avoidance from Jimmy Turbo. Oh! I don't know why there's a Ferrari doing a sideways drift. He just did what we did. The Dandy Highwayman. Oh dear. Just gave him a muscled myself there. What was I saying about keeping the car pointing forwards? I thought it was going to bite back in, but it's gone. Do I ever win? Adrian? No, don't be silly. I've come second out of all 40 hours or so of streaming. We don't win, we come 7th. Specialists in 7th position. I say I do it on purpose, obviously. You know, it's not because I'm terrible. We do it because the racing's in the middle of the field, you know. We're back where we started, 11th place. It's where I feel at home here. A bit of nostalgia from the beginning of the race. You know, it's like going back to the old family home right here. it's all gone to pot. Tom the fake dentist. That's consolation prize if we can catch up with him. I'm struggling to get grip. The car is just a bit floating around these corners. We need more bike. We need more hairdryer. Hi UK Sim Racer. Probably soonish. Yeah, I don't want to stay on too late tonight. Unfortunately, we'll be back on tomorrow. This is a small stream. We'll get a couple more races in there. Try and keep it going. Oh, he's passed us. SWA Verbal. Oh, sorry. Nice job by SWA Verbal to avoid crashing whilst my car drove into his door there. And also, nice netcode from the peer-to-peer to handle my car driving into him and him still pulling away, which is good. Well, we're moving on backwards. We're moonwalking back through the grid. Why not? Charles only falling asleep. We'll get some races in. I think we'll get 2 or 3 more races in, hopefully. Oh dear. We need to channel the Murray Walker in us and get some speed out of this. We're Yorkshire Project Live. Come by. We're just on the peer-to-peer at the moment because we had some problems with the dedicated server, but someone's just sent me some settings that we'll check out. Oh no, SWA Verbal's lost control. We'll take that back. Oh, he took Luxus and Burbs out with him as well. He took all the ladies out on the town with that move. I think he got a bit eager on the accelerator whilst turning a bit harshly there. Night on the town with SWA Verbal. And Burbs has found himself in 12th place from that. Nice pushing up from him. Nice understeer from me. Whoa. On the power we go. Okay, let's try and throw it in. There we go. Thought it'd stick. Oh, Burbs tried to follow us and he didn't have the right angle. Walled himself. We could do Monza, yeah. I'd quite like to do Monza with something like the crossbow. Well, we're getting faster at least. You know, I might be slow. We're slowly getting better though. Really, rather than go from track to track, what we should do is pick a car one night and just do one track for maybe like 3 or 4 races, then go to a new track. If you keep jumping from track to track, you don't really learn the nuances of a given simulator and a given car. Okay, we can do Porsche at Monza. There you go. Speed poles to compromise. That's a new PB. Thank you, game. Keeping the car in the middle. Almost going over the limit on the brakes there. Oh, collision. He's still there. We're going to let him go past. Hopefully we take it back off this corner. Yeah, we'll do the Porsche at Monza next, I think. SWA Verbal. He's a bit rough, SWA Verbal. He always has to be touching my paintwork up. And he lost control around this corner last time, which took a bunch of people out. We did the Ford Escort Vintage, but not the Rallycross version. It was actually alright. I got punted out though, so it wasn't a close of racing, which was a little bit unfortunate, but it was okay. Yeah, what we will start doing as well is races with pit stops in them. So sort of, whoop, car on the right, mandatory pit stop, 12 lap races. I think could be fun. Just try not to understeer off into this guy. Sliding all over the place here. right there. We need VR. Oh, I cannot take this at speed on this at this angle. Oh, I'm trying. Sorry, I tried not to. Sorry, Burbs. I tried not to. I hit the curb and understeered off into him a bit. I was trying my best. I knew I was going to understeer off into him a little bit. Oh no, who is it? Toka Spliff. He's had a bit of a slip and a slide, and we might get his place off him. Oh no. Too wide for the kink never. No, it's a recipe for disaster. Jimmy's live streaming F1 2017. Oh dear. He's doing his full career. Those of you that haven't, subscribe to Jimmy Broadbent. He, I say, plays F1 2017, GT, Assetto Corsa, iRacing, Project Cars 2. If you're into driving simulators, another good person to subscribe to. Let's have a look at the, we've got to wait 80 seconds. Did Tom the Dentist get defeated? We'll find out. Ferrari looks nice though. Hi, like the stream, boys. The small chilled out stream. He's doing the bonnet wobble, the bonnet shuffle. These Ferraris look really nice. Jimmy Turbo, sunset face. Look at him. Look at that beautiful sunset smile. Hi, Jerry Turikia. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Joe B. Good drive, Muscle. Good drive. Who are you in the game, or were you not in the game? It wasn't the best of drives. I walled myself. Nice one. Thanks for liking the video, guys, or the stream. It's not a video. I think it is full. If it's not shown, it's because it's full. I'm just going to put my shorts on. Getting a bit warm here. This is the problem with Direct Drive wheels. Get too warm. Tom got beaten. That's another £200,000 from Slightly Mad Studios to VP ISET. Well done. Congratulations on your win. Pete's going to be with the Canon, but he's got to first go to the Dandy Highwayman's place, so you know it'll be a while. But congratulations, that's £400,000 given out by Slightly Mad Studio tonight. What an incredibly generous company. Did we do Porsche Monza? Because we haven't tried that. Oh yeah, it's probably a good track for ranking up this. Getting your safety rating good, and then hopefully we can get people on this server, you know, that watch the stream. And if we get everyone up to like D or C, ideally if we get everyone up to C, you know, that'll mean that when we do 35-person races, we've got. Set that as the requirement. A bit of help. Oh. Pretty clean shame at the start. No, we're growing a big beard. Proper big beard on. Okay. Well done, VP ISET. The second 100,000 will be tattooed on the recipient as a Bitcoin wallet. Just a full Bitcoin wallet code. Still, you know, you can't complain. The problem with that Bitcoin prize is that by the time the tattoo is finished, it'll either be worth 100,000 times more or 100,000 times less than when you started the tattoo. It's full, so there's no way to join, so it is not possible to join. Sorry. As I say, I hope we'll have the dedicated server up tomorrow. And I'll have a good night's sleep tonight, so we'll have more energy. And we'll maybe be able to do a good stream tomorrow, hopefully. Got some boring stuff to do in the day. But once we've got that out of the way, assuming we sleep alright, it'll be a good time. And then we'll have the dedicated server, and we can have 35 people. Porsche is what they wanted. You get what you want. Where is it? We've got the Porsche Cayman. No, maybe the what class is the Porsche Cup car? Is it not? Do they not have a Porsche Cup in this? You've got Porsche 911 GT3, GT3R, Dice Endurance. Oh, whoops a daisy, wrong car. Can I please have a refund? Oh, hang on, we might as well do it by this. I don't know what am I doing. I think I just need to get some settings right to get it working. But I only just found out what settings. GT4. Do a race with the Red Bull on the snow. Well, it might do, but we'll finish with a snow race. Okay, we'll do the Porsche Cayman GT4. Lobby name is Gamer Muscle. Tim loses, we invoice him. Every time Tim loses, they send viruses to his computer. This music's horrendous. It's the euthanasia clinic background music we still got going. Euthanasia with a smile. Function 1122. Touch the limit of Monza. We'll get occasional frame drops, but it's most guys when I'm streaming. I don't think I have whilst I'm playing, not streaming. Although it's actually been smooth tonight. It wouldn't be the kind of thing where I'd be like, oh, got frame drops and it's annoying. We could do a Formula Renault 3.5, yeah, we'll give that a go. We'll do Formula Renault 3.5 at Shugo next then. Why are you not doing all the cars from the class? Because I don't know what is matched up, and some people know which are the better cars, and so, you know, it ends up with, you don't know which is the best car, so if you want to try and win, it sort of just splits the grid up between the cars, really. I mean, some of them might be balanced. I'm only saying this based off some of the other classes they've got set up. I don't know if with the GT class cars, if they are actually balanced in the game. Since at some games they balance them, and some games they don't, and in real life, some classes are more balanced than others. This is Monza. This is exotic for a British person. This is super exotic. It's in every single simulator. Oh, look at the crowds there in the booth. This music in the background made me feel like I was playing Need for Speed 2 there, the old one. Okay, well, nice. We'll have to try that out. I haven't tried all the doing multiplayer races with all the classes, so. Whoops, shortcut. Joe B, that's all right. Thanks for coming along. Sorry, this evening's stream's been a bit. I need my batteries charging, so not been the best, not been the hyper. It's been better than the start of yesterday's stream. Hopefully, we'll be back on the ball soon. Need more cups of tea. Whoa, let's two-wheel it. Madness engine. Look at the cockpit. So, oh god, understeer. Oh dear, tyres are cold as well. The cockpit's so dark, well the track's dark because it's night time with clouds on, but it's so, look at that. Just pitch black. That's really nice actually. You find with a lot of games, they don't actually do night as, you know, proper dark night. There's always a little bit of light there. So it's really nice that on the tracks that don't have the light in it is actually dark, because we just totally lose grip. That's weird, it's got traction control on the dash. But okay, we'll see. Stealth mode. My mood's okay. I'm just tired on my body. It's just physically tired. I think it's because my sleep pattern's a bit messed up. So I'm hoping a good night's sleep and we'll be good. Nice and relaxed. It's the chilled out stream. Welcome to the chilled out hour. I'm not, to be honest, I'm normally in a good mood. Like I've never, you know, if I'm not cold and wet, I'm normally pretty happy. I think the only time I've been in a particularly bad mood is, you know, if you're out and it's cold and wet. Really, that's I don't like being cold and wet. So I live in the United Kingdom. But you know, if you're sat in a sim rig, it's pretty hard to be in a bad to be unhappy if you're sat in a driving simulator playing simulators with central heating and access to tiers, I say. You know, obviously mood doesn't work like that, but for me at least, you know, it's a pretty good situation to be in. Oh, I was reading the chat room. Oh no, I got monstered. Don't text and drive, guys. How many hours on Project Cars 2? Oh my god, we're rotating here. Probably about 60 or so, 70 I guess. Quite a few. I don't have a cat. I quite like cats though. I just make friends with the with the cats on the street, next door neighbours' cats and stuff. I couldn't be bothered to look after my own cat. It's too much effort. They cost like £900 a year as well, and that's a direct drive wheel. You have to think, cat or direct drive wheel a year, you know. But I really do like animals, and I'd really like a pet alpaca actually. But you'd have to get two of them. You can't just have one alpaca because they're social animals. So one day I will live on a farm with alpacas, and then that'll be how I can die happy. That's alright, William Powell. Project Cats. Cruiser man can multitask: driving, reading, talking, and driving into a wall. Sorry I killed the entire family. I was proving that I could multitask. That's okay, Daddy, said Timmy from the grave. Animals with chips. Not all animals are tasty though. I don't think you'd want to eat sea cucumber and chips. Muscle and chill. I seem to be just driving around on my own here. Maybe it's because everyone's got headlights off so you can't see them. I got some headlights in my rear view mirror there. Oh dear. It's a bit hard to see the apex of the corner when you turn your headlights off in the dark here. Oh. Never driven this track in the pitch black. It's really cool. It'd be more soothing than listening to bloody Ben Collins all the time, telling me to do stuff. I preferred it when the Stig was quiet and just used his dashing, driving on the limit to communicate. This game has made me have an irrational hatred for Ben Collins. I'm sure he's a really nice guy, but I keep hearing his voice. If I hear about Ayrton Senna in the menu again, I'm gonna have a breakdown. I have to turn the menu music off. It's like I'm every time I load the game up with the menu music on, it's like I'm at Grandad Ben Collins' house and he's handing out word as originals, telling me about Ayrton Senna, and he's forgotten every time you turn up at his house. Same story. Are you on the leaderboard? I don't think so. Phil Collins would be amazing. What are you talking about, Nicholas? Dum 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 dum. I can feel it sliding on the limit today. Dum dum dum. Oh yeah. That would be the best. That's a mod that needs to happen. Oh no, he's flashing the lights at me. Do you but flash your lights at me? Sir, I would flash my lights back at you. Oh, Phil Collins. Oh, I need to listen to more Phil Collins. So good. Oh dear. I could listen to Phil Collins talk all day long perfectly happily. That, yeah. I'm a secret Phil Collins fan. I'm getting a bit of the bouncy force feedback through this. I probably need to sort out the tone setting. Suicido. There's something oddly relaxing about driving in the dark though. I noticed this in American Truck Simulator where you're doing it in the night on that. It just feels like you're on a sort of long journey or something, like a road trip. Secret advertising for Phil Collins. We went on a school trip and broke down on the M6. Oh dear. Both my parents are teachers. I used to go on the school trips with them, and one time the bus broke down on the motorway. That was fun. School buses are always borderline on the edge of exploding. Oh well, we're in 19th place. Not the best of qualification, but well, I'll accept it. We've only been going for 2 hours. I'll probably stop at about 9:30, but I want to do 2 more races, so we'll do a race after this one, and then we'll do a snow race. Randomness. Oh dear. VX goes. Well, I'm glad people enjoy it. Better than people enjoy it than not enjoy it, you know? Tom the Dentist has been pipped by VP underscore. That's what Tom's going to be bankrupt by the end of tonight's session. The Dandy Highwayman is having a breakdown. Poor guy. We need to send some models over to give him a back rub. Just perk him up a bit. 90 is good. Tuna No Crust with the optimism. Coming last in the Olympic Games is good because nobody hassles you when you come home. Oh, the AI is struggling to push the car around the track. Are you ready for a horrific joke? Go for it. Go on, William. Put it in the chat. Let's see how this joke goes. We're ready. I'm ready to take it. ADT, probably just 2 more races, so aiming to finish for around about 9:30 or so. Why did the toilet roll across the road? To unwind? No, I don't know. Yeah, probably. Well, I'm waiting for the punchline. Because it got stuck in a crack. That doesn't make much sense. Well, it does, but I mean, it's terrible. That's just terrible. You gotta do the safety dance. Okay, VP Isaac, well done, qualifying in first. Tom the dentist second. Burbs in third. Tom the fake dentist has almost caught up with Tom the real dentist. I'd just like to point out to everybody that it's only Kira and myself and Verbal K and Jimmy Turbo that have B licenses. That is what you should really aspire to. Don't worry about the numbers by your name. Don't worry about those. Those are for people that, to be honest, are just trying to build their E-peen and they're insecure about their, insecure about the genitalia size. So don't worry about that number. It's all about the safety rating. Shuey has got an A rating somehow. He must have just been turning laps by himself. Poor guy. Let's see how this goes. Let's just check this. I'm going to put the tone to 60, 70. Why not? Let's get ready to rumble. Alright, Jeff Bieber. I'll keep that in mind. Cole H. Hello. Put me on the wall of shame. Race quitted being too slow and too much crashes. You're not that slow normally. You're normally about the same pace as me. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm right at the back. Safety first. That's it. As long as you're safe, it's all good. Here we go, guys. Monza T1. Might have to format the C drive. We'll find out in a minute. This car's all dinged up in front of us. I think it's taken the damage from quali. Yeah, it's taken the damage from quali and applied it to the race. Oh, there we go. SWA Verbal. SWA Verbal seems to be getting into quite a few accidents. I've just been punted. I can't slow down. It just takes one guy to really ruin it. I guess it's Monza. It's to be expected. What's my track? We'll start at the back here. Thanks for the guy that ran me in the arse. I couldn't get the car slowed down. Favourite tracking project cars too? Probably Brands Hatch or Alton Park. I like those tracks. I mean, I knew that was coming. I thought we got away with it, but then we got punted, which caused us to ram into everyone, which is a bit unfortunate. Let's see if we can get some places back. Whoa, dear. Here we go. Toker Smith looks like he's got a lowrider mod in his car. He's bouncing all over the place. Whoa! Monza's a good track for driving where you won't get any crashes. Bruno! We should try and do Bruno in the snow. Reruns of Benny Hill. This guy's car's all dinged up. He hasn't even got a left brake light. Here we go. Charge on through. Oh, we got the Kira. Look at these cars. They're all smashed to smithereens. Hello. We need a bit of VR for this. I think what happens is a lot of people don't brake in terms of, whoa, that's 5 places back. A lot of people don't brake based off what they see is happening in front of them. They brake based on what they see, like where the brake point is on the track. They don't sort of think, oh right, it's going to be totally different. Whoops, braking a bit too early there. Yeah, they don't think, oh, it's going to be totally different because there's all these cars slowing down and this and that's going to happen. So, I mean, I started slowing down a bit, but the guy behind me just drove straight into the back of us and we're being rammed now. Don't know who by. It's a tight corner. T1, for that part of the corner, it's fine to have a bit of contact there, to be honest. But T1 and Monza shouldn't really be that much of a problem because, you know, it's just one of those ones where you slow down. Oh, the sun's coming up. It's gorgeous. See the lighting changes. Oh, he's gone in a straight line. We'll nip through. Whoa. Car right behind us. Toka Spliff still behind us. Whoa, 2 more cars. Oh, it's it and Yasin have gone in the wall, and we're now in 14th place. We're in the wrong gear there. That's going to give Toka Spliff a chance to overtake us. Oh, he's still there. We move across in front of him. You can use the arrows to know how close you are. If it's red, then typically by your side. If it's green, you can still move across, which is nice. And it gets more red the closer they get, which is really handy. Toka Spliff still behind us. We just gained another place, I think, from someone that lost it. Yeah. I mean, it is a hard T1 corner to do, but... Whoa, dear. Was it a GP2 race where they just kept crashing it over and over again? That was at Monza? Just listen to the engine. Oh, let's see, this car's got really nice white headlights. They've got really nice bloom on them. It's a really crisp bloom effect. It's cool. I don't know where the brake point is with this car, so I'm going to brake super early. Oh, he's hit the curb in. There we go. See, I let him go past us there because I knew he was going to take himself out. What game is this? Why so low res? I don't know how you can tell the resolution from the stream. It's Project Cars 2. That slipstream. And we can brake a lot later than that. Pro Strats, Erwin van der Boer, exactly. It was called GP2 at the time. They always have to rename things every couple of years to throw you off. Because it was, before it was GP2, it was Formula 2 again, wasn't it? And then they went to GP2, and then they've now gone back to Formula 2. I find it hard to get a feel for the braking if I just try to brake on the limit, you know, stamp on the brake. I find it hard to feel when I can get it. Bo Thinking, hello. This car's got ABS, but it still locks up when you stick your foot fully on the brake. Might need to adjust brake pressure. Brakes equals some Cade. Need to just use the accelerator pedal for everything. I think we can brake at the 200 metre board, you know. It's me braking at 300 metres. It goes over the limit, just keep going. Brake at 150. Well, I'll give it a go. We're going a straight line, but we're so far behind, it doesn't make a difference. Whoa! What? Favourite Brit of choice. Oh, hi, Abagafaran. Welcome to the stream. There's another guy that you all need to go and subscribe to if you haven't, Abagafaran. Crazy German. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing good as well. How come you're not streaming? I thought you were on recently. Whoa, accidents! Ah, and there's me going, Jesus, this car's punishing. Straight over. Tripped over myself there. We've got one place though. Oh no, Data, Cybershotty and Kimbo's coming to get us. The chat in the stream is broken. Oh no. Oh well. It's just delayed. Oh. Don't need the headlights on anymore. Just finished R Factor 2 stream over racing. I wasn't. Oh no. Yeah, I think R Factor 2 needs a little bit more polish work on it, but it does have a load of nice stuff to it. You should join us when we do. Oh, he's flashing his lights at us. 150. Oh, that's cutting it a bit fine. We locked up at the start. I guess if we didn't go over the limit, yeah, that would have been perfect. Yeah, you should join us, Abu Ghafari, next time we do Project Cars 2 stream. Like dual stream at the same time, it'd be cool. You can you get all the German viewers. It'd be awesome. I need like a German. I need Abu Ghafari sat in the cockpit with me to give him German commentary, because I always feel like I'm watching Eurosport on holiday when I listen to Abu Ghafari. Well, we're in 12th place. Could be worse. This car's a little bit punishing once it goes. It's really hard to catch, and I think that's what's been taking people out. This guy's bonnet behind us. A little bit dented. Should we put him off with some flashing? There we go. Look, we Darren Browned him. Off he goes. See? Just flash your headlights. We'll take that place. That was a bit evil. I pushed a subliminal message through my headlights at him there. I'm going to stay on the inside here. The car keeps wanting to get stuck in a slide. You have to pull it out of it. Yeah, we've gone backwards in skills. Cybershotty got a good pass on this. Try and hypnotise him. Okay, we're going to brake slightly before 150 metre board in case we lock up. Oh no, I'm sorry. Sorry. I mean, yeah, we broke at the right point there, but unfortunately the car in front broke a bit sooner. I was on the limit of braking there, I couldn't even do anything. You need to join our races, Strife Jar. Whoops. We're getting things cleaner. Oh, he's made a boo-boo. Oh, the car's mine, he's gone in the wall. Kimbo's just kebabbed himself. And it's the guy again. Who was it? SWA Verbal. Oh, I was reading it. That was me taking myself out. I forgot about the corner. I was looking at the drivers' names. Mr. Verbal needs to calm down a bit. I see him in crashes constantly. He seems to be like a crash magnet. Oh, it's the last lap and we've just relegated ourselves to 14th. Nice one, Abu Ghafari. Yeah, we should. We're sort of wrapping up this stream soon, but you should definitely tomorrow. You do anything tomorrow evening? That'd be cool. And hopefully we'll get our dedicated service set up, so it'll be a good one. Oh dear. Focus, yeah, I was too busy looking at the names. I've got Hampus Johansson behind. Oh, there's another guy on the wall there. It's SWA Verbal again. He loves just driving into walls. I think he's got like a ginormous magnet on his bonnet and it's pulling him straight into the walls each lap, each corner. It's weird that the AI in this, I think, because sometimes they're a bit over the place, but other times you do get really good races with them. It is really satisfying when you have a nice race. And you do beat the AI, especially when you put the AI on the hardest setting. Look at all these bonnets wobble. Or front bumpers, rather. Look at them all. It's like a little bumper dance. Oh, straight into the back of him. That was an interesting race. It was a bit of a mess. VP Isaac has beaten Tom twice in a row now, but there's a 15-second gap, so... Is this guy cheating? Is he just cutting the track or something? What is going on there? How is he finishing 15 seconds ahead of Tom the dentist? There's something funky going on there. But he says his best lap's... Yeah, I wonder what happened. Maybe he just got a good run at the start. He didn't get taken out or something. I think this car's rather tricky. It tends to get stuck in slides, either oversteer or understeer, and then you kind of just tug it out. So it's not the most satisfying of cars. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I think it's we're going to do the Lotus 3 point Lotus Formula 3.5. Where is it? There you go, Formula Renault 3.5. I think doing this at Alton Park could be fun. I think this would be a fun race. And I think we'll finish on this because I'm sweating like a beast. We'll do Sugo tomorrow. We'll do a bunch of races tomorrow. I want to do a track I know so I don't end up taking myself out. There's gonna be cars all over the place. It's time for some bed. Biscuit in bed. I just need to lie down and someone feed me biscuits and have a straw to a teacup. That'd be the dream. That's the ultimate dream. I'll be back in a second. Just gonna pop to the bathroom. Oh no, we've got it starting at night. This isn't going to work, is it? No more talk. This is going to be a disaster because this track. I don't know if it has any lights. Get ready for Alton Park, nighttime racing. No, I think we do have some lampposts. Formula, I don't know how clear it's going to be on the stream. Get ready for some nighttime Formula. This is a special race. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, this is the special race, nighttime Formula 3.5, Formula Renault. It's an interesting one. There's a couple of lights around the track. Some of the corners, oh no, some of the corners are a little bit unsighted. We need a torch. We need like a little LED, some LED lights on top of our head. Oh, sorry. Oh dear. It's quite hard to know where the corners are when there's no lighting on them. Oh, there's a little slip road, thank you. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Splinter Cell mod. Oh no. Oh, can you even see us? Oh, look at this. Can't even see the cars. It's like a horror movie. It's like X-Files in a Formula Renault. At least most corners have some lights on them, so it's not totally impossible. We'll follow this car around. We'll use this little rain light to inform us as to where the track is. Yeah, we just need to sellotape some LED lights from the pound shop. I mean, that's what, again, not only can you use VR with the hot air dryer to warm your tyres up, but you can use VR to go to the pound shop, pick up some LED lights and put them on the front fin. Only if you've got touch controllers though. So it's well worth getting the touch controllers. Who is the champion of night racing in the Formula 3.5? Oh, Kick-Ass has just gotten throttled a bit too eager there. Hiya Del Steak, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining the chat. Yeah, people with bright monitors have an unfair advantage here. It'd be interesting to see how dark this is in VR. Shuey has lost control. Oh, thank you. Michael Clark. Oh no, there's a break point for some biscuits. Thank you so much. Thanks for fueling the muscle. Super appreciate it. We are getting a Battenberg cake tomorrow, hopefully. And restocking the milk. But thank you so much. And hopefully tomorrow's stream will be a little bit longer. And hopefully we'll have a dedicated server, as I say. We'll be playing some Assetto Corsa at around about 6. So probably actually 6 or 8 or so. Whenever the Sim Racing System races, we'll be doing that in Assetto Corsa. But then we'll also be playing more Project Cars 2 on the dedicated server. So should be good. Look, we're using the night vision here. This is like, I've got to be a Jedi, you've got to use the Force. This car's pretty nippy. It's a lot better than the Formula C, you know, because it has that bite to it. Feels like this car actually feels fairly similar to cars in Race Room Racing Experience in some ways, or like GTR Evolution. Tim Alfrey, hello. Alright, Jim Russell, are you off? Thanks for popping along. We'll see you. See you tomorrow, maybe. Stay on target. This is the hard corner because you can't see it. Invisible driving. Oh, we went over it there. Oh well, recovered. Formula 3.5, or it's the Formula Renault 3.5. It's actually in loads of games, this car, and it's in Race Room, R Factor 2. I think there's an official one in Assetto Corsa now. There's also a mod one in Assetto Corsa. Darkness is your ally. Hitler Whiting can't see what's going on in the dark, so that helps. We're still in 11th place though. I'm not on the ball today. I'm going to have to not stream in the day and get practice in, and then come back on and be like, oh, instant skill. So we're Sigma streaming. If you're crap, it's bloody obvious. I should have started streaming after I practiced a bit more. Oh, come on. Should drive Robin Reliance. That's what I specialise in. That's about my limit for speed. And you can sort of use the bodywork of the car to tilt the nose around the corner. Not many people have the technique for that. Oh, bit of a shortcut there. And there's the wall, but we've missed it. That's nice. Let the diamonds flow through you. Seems to vary from car to car how the shifting sounds. So we're saying the Ferrari. Oh, there's a corner there, I forgot about it. The Ferrari actually sounds really quite nice. Think no more, feel. So, one disadvantage of driving in the night is that it's quite hard to identify brake points because the brake board markers are somewhat invisible, as it's just a dark blur at the side of the tracks, but also, oh, can we get one more lap in? No, denied. You can't even see the road texture to like make out a brake point on the road. We've got 9th place, still good. I think Formula Renault 3.5 should be a real world event, night racing. I think it could be conducive to some entertaining action. Tom the Dentist isn't even in the top 3 there. He can't. We found Tom the Dentist's weakness. He can't drive in the dark. Oh dear, poor Tom the Dentist. Unless he's left the server because he's given out too much money. I don't know, Otto Hansen. Oh no, Tom the Dentist has left. Tom couldn't take the night driving. But Tom the fake dentist is in 2nd. SWA Verbal 3rd. The Dandy Highwayman in 1st. Qualified, well done. He lives in brightness. He can't cope with the darkness. Let's see how this goes. I think this is going to be a nice chilled out race. I'm expecting this to be relaxing. I always think it's best to end on a nice, relaxing, chilled out, easy to drive car on a circuit that's easy, you know, plenty of runoff, and very clear. I really like circuits where it's clear what corners are coming up and where to position your car on those corners. I think that's important. Alright, William Powell, thanks for coming along, thanks for watching, thanks for joining the chat room. Hopefully see you next time we stream. Here we go. I think the car to our right jumped the start. Oh, he's exploded over his bumper. I know he's rear-ended. Oh, what's going on? This car's flipping all over the place there. I don't know what that's about. Whoa, we've been rear-ended, but we caught it. Easy does it. This looks so cool with the little red light and the flames coming out the back of the car is nice as well. Doom GTR right in front of us. The sun should rise though. It's not as dark as the quali. Oh no, we almost lost it. We caught it. Someone's just spun. I can't even see it. Thank you, random call sign. Microwave. Oh dear. Guys, go to Random Call Sign's website and watch his T tutorial video. It's depressing. Thanks so much for the donation, Random Call Sign, you crazy fool. It almost makes up for the T video. Thanks for powering the muscle. What? Oh, we might be able to get a place out of this. I think we can push. Oh, Dom GTR's gone to the kebab shop. I think he got some extra vinegar on his chips and he couldn't take it. We've now got Kira. We're in 5th. Ho-ho! Come on. Oh, Kira's gone wide. We might be able to push one up the inside. Oh, balancing the throttle. The car loose. The trick is, if you're slow, you have to set the server up in a way where no one else can cope with it. That's the trick. Gimmick Racer, that's my new channel. Forget Gamer Muscle. Completely implausible racing muscle. Kira's managed to stay in front of us. That's a beautiful 4th position there. Well, we've gone a bit wide there. We're going to have to brake a bit more. Oh, look at those flames coming out of the exhaust pipe. The sun is rising slowly but surely. This is a good way to learn tracks to make sure you know it completely memorised. You turn it to dark. Oh no! Disaster, we run a bit wide there. Oh, the Dandy Highwayman's behind us, watch out. Oh, the sun's coming up, we're losing our advantage. This is why we're dropping back. See the tone of the lighting as the sun comes up? It's really nice. Oh no, the Dandy Highwayman's going to be looking for somewhere to pass us. Whoa, sliding all over the shot. Oh, he's right on the bumper. Stay away. No. Keep away from me, Mr. Highwayman. I don't trust him. I'm expecting a Dandy Highwayman right in our exhaust pipe. Oh, look, we can now see the corner. That's handy. Oh, he's gone wireless. We've got a little bit of a reprieve there. Love this track. Apart from this corner, where Dandy Highwayman has gone, we psyched him out by driving sideways. I think he took himself out there to avoid crashing into us. We got a car reversing. Oh, he's taken out 4th place. It's Kira. Kira's slowed down. I'm like, oh, there's no 4th place. Kira's in 3rd. We might get a trophy. We just have to pass Akira. Oh no, we're right on the tail. I can't see the bloody track. We're too close to him to see the circuit. I don't know it that well. I should do. We've done enough races here, but... Oh, come on. We're not even in 7th. Oh, the clouds are coming in and making it dark again. This is like pure British racing, guys. This is actually midday in the summer in the UK, by the way. This isn't night time anymore. Oh, they've gone wide and lost it. We caught it. That puts us into 3rd place. Oh, unbelievable. This is true emotional driving right here. This is what I mean. This is British weather. This is where British drivers can shine. British summertime, sun blazing. This is where British drivers totally, you know, this is where we get the edge. All those years of sitting in this kind of weather, it just feels homely, comfortable, makes driving on the limit possible. And we've got one more lap to go after this, but oh, we've got the Dandy Highwayman looking for blood. It's not over yet. Oh, there's Shepherd's Pie, sunrise on the right side, but let's not get distracted by the clouds. Let's try and keep the car on the circuit. Oh no, he's right in our arse. Oh no, 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 no. There goes 3rd place as we run wide. Absolute disaster. Come on, we need to keep the medal cabinet full. We need to get back into third place as we come up to the final lap here. We're going to have to push. We're going to have to push it. Dandy Highwayman. Oh, over the limit we go. Oh, there's cars everywhere. Whoa, sideways recovery. Oh, no. No. You don't get a medal for fourth place. Oh, there's second place has lost it. Second place has lost it. We're back in third. We're back in third. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. The cabinet is full of trophies and medals again if we can just wheel it to the finish line. Oh, it might be full of 7th place trophies and bronze medals, but it's better than nothing. At least it's full of something as we come to the final few corners. Oh dear, Dandy Highwayman, I can't believe you pipped us. We would have had a nice second silver medal, but no. Oh, watch out. Dandy Highwayman has wrapped it up like a Christmas present. And that's it. But we'll take third place. Oh, I tried my best. It wasn't the Christmas miracle. SWA Verbal took himself out. Thanks for giving me the third place there. It was good fun though. Oh dear. But there you go, guys. That's high quality midnight racing. 3's the new 7. Golden Pineapple trophies for 7th place. What's the music about? It's like we're at some kind of jazz bar drinking a rum. Never thought I'd see the day. One day we'll get first, guys. We'll keep working at it. It'll be the server will disconnect. The server will disconnect and we'll come first and I'll be really happy, and then it'll turn out there's no one in the server and I'll realise after we've come past the finish line. Well, Tom Tom the fake dentist. And if we're going to be beaten by a dentist, it might as well be the fake dentist. Tom Tom in first. The Dandy Highwayman, like a sneaky little bastard that he is, took advantage of our mistake and relegated to third. But well done, guys. Thanks for racing with us. Used to seeing you out of the points. Thank you. But our licence is B516. It's always stuck at 1516. But I'm happy with B. But on that note, it's time for some credits because we're going to go to bed. But to do the credits, we have to do this whole little rigmarole. And it never works, does it? So we'll try. But as I say, what's going to happen is tomorrow we'll be doing Assetto Corsa. At around about 8 o'clock, we're doing the sim races, system races on Assetto Corsa. So yeah, that'll be at around about 8 o'clock, and then we'll be doing. Hopefully, we'll get the Project Cars 2 server set up as well, so we'll be able to do 35 car races, which would be really cool. Oh dear. But I'm hoping, it depends how well the day goes, but I'm hoping we can get a good, good sort of 5-6 hour stream in, an endurance stream, go through the multiple simulators. And also I've got Forza, so it's a good possibility that I might be streaming Forza during the day, which would be nice, just to go through that. I'm expecting the punishment. I'm not expecting Forza to work with the steering wheel. I'm sure it'll just burst into flames. But that you can dream. You can hope for the best. I did. I bought the normal version of Forza to try out. Now let's try and do this professionally here, guys. Here we go. Get ready. Oh! No! That didn't work. I mean, I try and do this credits professionally. It never works. I mean, so much for that. I tried. the credits were good, weren't they, guys? Did you enjoy that? It was high intensity credits. There we go. So subs: A2 Gorlis, Greenleaf, X Dorkers, Magon Mira, Tamu Salu, Felix, Riley Jack, Magnus Avis, Raul Dingus, Marco Estevas, Donus, Michael Clark, Random Call Sign, thank you so much. Super Chats, Driz786 and Rapster. And that is it. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. Yes, Logiforce, you missed it. You missed it. We'll get one day. We'll get the credits right. I need to get like a little trophy. You know, it'll be good. But yeah, if you haven't, click the subscribe button. You'll catch us tomorrow when we stream. Thanks everyone that came in the chat room and joined us in the race and everything. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. One more like. Yeah, good night, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.